Hi, let's talk about TestNG, which stands for Test Next Generation. Your source test folder, add new package, is gonna be package 8 TestNG. Click Finish. Let's take a brief look at TestNG itself. If you search for TestNG, the short description and definition is next. TestNG or Test Next Generation is testing framework for Java programming language. Inspired its continuation from JUnit. The design goal of TestNG is to cover a wider range of test categories like unit, functional, end-to-end integration, and so on. Next, simple TestNG XML hierarchy. Starting from suite might contain many tests. Tests might include classes, and tests might contain and classes methods. To get to TestNG, we need to go to Maven repository. When you type TestNG and click Search, you got this one from org TestNG. Let me check some stable version at this moment. Okay, I'll click at this one and I'll copy it. Then in our project, we're running Maven project. Otherwise, you would need to go to help and install TestNG plugin. We go and add this TestNG dependency. Format, file, save. Now, let's create our first TestNG file. TestNG01. For TestNG, we don't need to include main package. We don't want it. TestNG does not have main method at all because TestNG includes annotation hooks. Click Finish. That's it, pretty empty class. Now, TestNG framework depends on annotation hooks. What kind of hooks? Add before suite, add before test, add before class, add before method, and corresponding after methods. Let's take a brief look at the hierarchy. Lifecycle sequence. Obviously starts with before suite, ends with after suite, number 9. Then before test, number 2, number 8 after test. Before class, after class. Add test, after method. Let's create a simple one now. Right now, I need to click at my project and click refresh. Right click. Refresh. After which I need to go to Maven dependencies and check it. JUnit is here. TestNG is right here. You got your dependency. Let's start with simple method. Public void add test. Add test. Simple declaration. System out print line. TestNG ng annotation is add test. Make it properly. We need to add test. And here, right click, import test organization TestNG annotation. Second one, click. Here you see TestNG organization, TestNG annotations, test. Now, let's copy this one. And I'll rename it before test. I'll say hook before test. Now, once again, change to before. You can go also copy before test. Now copy next. Now simply copy this one, paste it, after, rename after, we need to import after test. Now we've got the test, we've got before test, we've got after test. Now I'll copy this test and inside the test, let's say going before method. Sorry, I'll exchange this. It's properly called annotation. These are hooks, this is annotation, before method. Import before method from TestNG. Let's see. I want before method inside the test. I need to click to add after method. Same. Okay, now after method. After method, import it. Rename it. Rename the function. Now, before class, import before class, not from organization JUnit, from organization TestNG annotation. Before class. I'd like to cut it for hierarchy purposes display right here. Good. Now I'll copy it. I'll go down after test. And we need to rename it after class. From TestNG, do not forget, please. After class, after class, after class. Good. Before class, after class. You can place it like that, locate, or just for hierarchy purposes, I want to put it the way it's going to be executed. And now two more left. Before suite. Right here. Let me check it. For suite. And I'll put down after suite already. After suite right here. Before suite. Before suite. And I'll copy. I'll go down and final one. After suite. There is no error because we already imported it. After suite. So now I'd like to rank them. Okay. Don't wanna do it. NG number 1. Good. Now NG number 2 will be, sorry, number 2. NG number 3. G number 4. Obviously number 5. with the number 6. Let's continue. Altogether 9. 9 because only at test doesn't have a pair. This one. That's it. File, save. Now, you see how many imports? They're all imports for TestNG. Now, let's right click at it. Run. And now, before I'm gonna run this TestNG file, I need to install TestNG plugin. From help, install new software here. Simply type in your browser Eclipse TestNG plugin. Very simple. How to get TestNG plugin in Eclipse. Navigate to menu help, install new software, click on it. Copy this link. Copy. I reduced my screen text size in order to show you properly. Help, once again, help, install new software. Click here, add button. Type TestNG and the copied link. Click add. Here it is, TestNG. Pick up this TestNG, click next. OK. TestNG, TestNG Maven, TestNG feature. Click next. Accept the agreement and click finish. Now I have to agree to trust authorities from testng.org. Trust selected. Now the build is working out and you will be asked to restart your Eclipse IDE now. And now, after Eclipse has been restarted, now if you go to run as, you got the TestNG test, or right click, run as, TestNG test. Click on it. Very good results. I'll pull to the left Project Explorer. First of all, as you can see, detected TestNG version, the one we updated in POM.xml file here. Here it is, 7.10.2. Okay, then this is our TestNG execution. Test run 1, failure 0, skips 1. Very good. Test run 1, passes 1, failure 0, skip 1. Okay, now I'll pull this one, and this is a TestNG actual execution log, as you can see. Okay. Now when you have basic TestNG, how to organize it right and how to run it right, how to install prerequisites. This is Maven project, how to install TestNG from Maven dependency in POM.xml file. I believe it's right here. How to go to install new software, install to add, and TestNG. How to restart after you restarted. Now we can create actual test. I'm going to utilize Selenium script from previous tests and adapt it to TestNG. For this, I'm going to copy this file, copy it, paste to TestNG, and I'm going to rename it TestNG 02. Okay, very same file. And now I'm going to paste it at test right here first. Okay. I'll cut off something. Don't wanna do this. First of all, import WebDriver Manager, good. Import I'll simply copy, paste it, group TestNG and all the others separately. Clear console. Now let's organize it. What I can do before test. Before test, I can set up driver. You know what is better to go straight. Let me check it. Okay. Okay, clean up, clean up, clean up. Okay. Looks like okay. I'll create files. I'll run file save. And we're gonna run it. Run as TestNG this time. Okay, I didn't quit browser, which means it passed. It's okay. Let me write something else. Starting TestNG Selenium. You want to see clearly here. Ending TestNG Selenium. Okay. File save. This again. What I'll do, driver quit here. Driver quit. File save. Run as TestNG again. Cancel. Semicolon. File save again. Better from here. Run as TestNG again. Okay. Okay. All good. TestNG is fine. Here it is, starting and ending. All good. Same way, you might locate your different methods. Before test, at test, after test, before method or after method. Now let's arrange our script using TestNG annotations for better suitability. I'll cut off these two and I'll move them, let's say I want to move them before test. Okay. Now, there are errors, and now just right under class name, before all annotations, web driver, same driver variable, initialize to null. Now, here it is, simply driver. All of these are gone now. All of the red lines gone. And let's say I want this also cut off and put it before test, in before test. I wanna type something. Oh, initializing, but initializing web driver before test. Okay, so you can see it's different now. Please don't forget set to null. Okay, go File, Save. Now it's different. Let me check. As you can see, we moved it. Our functionality initiating, we moved to another at before test and at test. Actually, I can do driver test quit here. I'll cut it off and I'll put it after test right here. Okay, I want driver to quit. Okay, File, Save, Run as TestNG again. Please notice this one. Oh, what? Push it right here. TestNG, run as TestNG. Good. As you see, it's updated. Okay. As you can see, we passed. We passed using all of these annotations this time. Remember, the TestNG does not have main method again. Once again, I'll scroll. Starting, ending. Before class, initializing WebDriver before test. This is just warning. Always ignore warnings. Then starting, ending. Okay, good. And this is all. At this time, you need to know about TestNG for starters.